What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is our horoscope for the Chinese zodiac of the Rooster. So let's get into it. Okay, pages and cool. So 2021 is a lucky year for those born in Rooster years. This year, your horoscope claims that this is the year of regaining power and your own personal authority. You're going to be very organized, disciplined, efficient, and responsible. And also offers to you particular sort of special effects in the financial sector and in finding a partner. New possibilities of income from your own work, the end of a stage of gaining from and through others, solutions regarding inheritances, allotments, or business are all places that there'll be new possibilities, as it said. By element, wood comes first, as always. So our last wood year was 2005. Which would make those people 16. Really? Okay. 17. 17. I don't know. Regardless, 2021 will be a year in which you will help those around you. Fire is next. Our last year was 2017 for fire roosters. So they're going to be 4. So then, yeah, 16. Okay. For 1957, so 64 years old. You must pay attention this year to your safety in order to avoid accidents. So this year you might have been full of accidents. Then is the Earth year, 1969, the year that meme culture loves. Your love life will have many impediments in 2021. Try to take the stance of your year. If you want some meme advice. Metal is next. 1981 was the last one for you guys. 81 is going to be what, they're 40 now, so there's another metal rooster year coming up in 20 years. This year will be a year full of opportunities to make money for you guys. And then the water roosters, 1993. You guys are only a year older than me, and this year you will get recognition from your collaborators, which is cool. Money and finance, 2021 is the year of change for the rooster. Although some sacrifices will be in order, they will manage to surpass their own strength. It says you will manage to surpass your own strengths and achieve everything that you want. You have a great desire for change, you want something new, whether it's relocating to another country or simply just changing your job. You have that desire for a change. It will be in your best interests to think first about other people, whether it's about your career, your love, or your family life. Never make a decision without trying to anticipate the consequences for others around you. A big game will knock on your door if you put your friends and family first. At the end of 2021, which we can kind of consider ourselves in now, you might get into some uncomfortable situations at work with some people you don't like. However, being a team player means you need to deal with any type of personality in order to obtain satisfying results. between May and August, time already gone, your financial life was probably very stable. You're not big spenders and you calculate each penny to ensure it's all well invested. You made a financial plan each month and you hardly deviate from it. And when you do, it's usually an exception or an investment you've planned for a long time and you only now have the money to do so and make that investment. At the same time, you should gather your mental energy to better focus on your professional life. For you guys, the end of 2021 will bring quick changes, some of them occurring with lightning speed, and if you take the time to wait and re-weight every move and decision, you'll act too late. So the wait there they're talking about is not waiting, but like waiting, heavy weights. Therefore, roosters need to keep their focus on work, but without discarding caution. Love and relationships. Your luck in love in 2021 shows that your best month for finding love was probably July. Roosters are proud people who always want to be at the center of attention. Being the only bird of the Zodiac, you are kind of the closest to a peacock. Plus, a rooster's coxcomb, and generally speaking, their multicolored tail feathers does sort of evoke a sort of level of peacocking. Your best matches for long-term relationships are with the ox or the snake because they have complementary temperaments. You can't live together with the monkey or the rabbit. Nor should two roosters be under the same roof. If you would like to have a happy household. So that's interesting. In 2021, regardless of how much love is between Rooster and the rat, in the end, disagreements will prove to be stronger than your love. Rooster and the ox are complementing each other and they don't get bored. In life, everything will be fine, but you'll need someone with whom to hit the road with this year. If you're already involved in a relationship, try to anticipate the person next to you and offer enough attention to your partner, otherwise you risk losing their support. Be sagacious. I don't even know what that word bloody means. And I'm usually the person people come to ask for spelling on words. Let's have a little quick look here. Having or showing keen mental discernment and good judgment. Wise or shrewd. It could have just said wise, but no. So be wise, intelligent, and don't be afraid to take some risks, especially in your career. Towards the end of Chinese lunar year, so that'll be sort of December, January, into very, very early February, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like 2nd, of February is Lunar New Year next year. Lunar New Year 2022, the 1st of February. I was close. I knew it was one of those first 2 days. So towards the end of Chinese Lunar Year, you can be quite difficult, especially when you try to lead your partners on a path they don't think they should follow. Don't try and be Anakin in your relationship. Don't go down a path that they can't follow. You are adepts of constructive criticism, and for this reason, any praise sounds more like lessons or parables. You stick to formalities and you analyze very well people very well before you get involved in a relationship. Basically, you like to know like the floor plan of what's the relationship going to look like before you invest in it. When you do fall in love though, you can be very passionate and committed to the relationship that you build. You believe in long-term relationships based on solid feelings. You like flirting and adventures, but you'll never confuse them with love. When it's playing, you play, and when it's love, you love. Health-wise, it's very likely to encounter some problems mainly caused by stress, which obviously can affect your physical and mental health. Anxiety is also a factor of risk for your health, and the difficulties you face can manifest through exhaustion. So don't think that you're just exhausted because you've got a lot on your plate. You are stressed and you are suffering some anxiety. That's fine. Don't forget that each of us needs rest, and sometimes you should put yourself first. I was something I had to tell one of my friends. Earlier this year, they were just too deeply involved in too many things. They didn't have time for themselves, and they've learned to say no to some things. Yeah, make sure you rest. Toward the end of 2021, you'll have a good state of health, but you should try to be careful when you travel because you are prone to accidents. Apparently. You will come to terms with mistakes from the past, and you'll stop tolerating negative people around you. About bloody time. That's what we love. In the year of the ox, you'll need to make great efforts to obtain what you want. So the year of the ox does continue until February 1st. Important changes may occur at home or at work, so you'll need to be ready. If you don't let yourself be overwhelmed by panic, the word be is missing from the actual text. But if you don't let yourself be overwhelmed by panic, you'll find solutions and you'll prevail when facing difficulties. If you're concerned about your health, you're going to have to be more careful with your diet. Your luck predictions and feng shui tips. Favourable directions are east and north. I realise that probably looks like west to you guys. So, lucky colours are blue and gold, which are both on this shirt, ironically enough. Pretty cool. Your lucky numbers are 5 and 8. Favourable months. I love when that is. Chinese lunar months of March, August and December. So March started in April, August in September, and December's will actually be January next year. Because obviously New Year's comes at January, but Lunar New Year starts 1st of February. If you want to sort of know exactly what dates, I will leave a link down below for the site I use that shows me the phases of the moon. It's really, really helpful. Generally speaking though, my videos have come out, if not on, very close to the new moon. So the new moon here was only a day ago. Unfavorable. So those are your favorable months. The lunar month of March, which started in April, August, which started in September, and December, which will be from the new moon, beginning of January until Lunar New Year. Your unfavorable months will be July and September. So July is starting in August. So you would have an unfavorable month in August and a favorable month in September. And then this month, unfortunately, is looking unfavorable for you as well. Feng Shui for you. You have the lucky horseshoe carries the powerful energy trace of the horse. Would make more sense if this was lucky to the horse, not the rooster. But anyway, Zodiac has the powerful energy trace of the horse, which is a free and strong animal, and a rich symbolic feng shui energy. Place your lucky horseshoe in front of the house, above the main door, for protection and luck, unless it's a metal door. You could put it over a big window or the entrance of the house lobby. I find that weird, except metal doors. Interesting. And then elephant amulets and statuettes. So in Feng Shui, the elephant symbolizes wisdom, courage, physical force, and resistance in case of prolonged effort. Through resonance with an elephant's energy, you can enrich your lives with wealth, luck, health, longevity, fertility, and virility. It's an ideal gift for those who want to attract a career promotion, more money, or success in business. The best advice for you this year has been be more concerned with your character than your reputation, because your character is what you really are, while your reputation is merely what others think you are. And obviously, if you become more concerned with your character and who you really are, eventually the people that matter will, like, your reputation will simply just match your character. So basically, don't be bothered by what other people think. Just be a good person. Alright, month by month, let's try and breeze through this. So this is actual calendar months. So in January, a proposal for changing your workplace probably occurred, but it would be better to delay. It was probably better to delay such an important decision until February, where your income would have been steadily increasing, especially in the first part of the month. Your friends might have given you some good tips on how you can consolidate a professional activity from which you could earn enough money for a long time. So maybe they gave you some good tips on an investment property or something. In March, your nerves were probably stretched to a breaking point. For different reasons, you were unable to manage to communicate very well with your business partners or with members of your family. If you felt exhausted due to a high workload, it was recommended that you take a high break and rest for at least a few days, and you would have seen how quickly your mood will positively change. In April, you felt the need for change in all respects. Starting with your wardrobe, you had a huge desire to buy something new. You probably scheduled a shopping session with some friends, but you had to be moderate and only get the products you needed. You probably went through a period of some financial decline as well. In May, some of your colleagues might contact you to start working as a team, or even highlight your potential and earn good money together. A particular project on the horizon that sentence makes no sense at all. Basically, you probably started on a particular. There was probably a particular project on the horizon, and when you went with that, you were sort of shown a whole new world. Doors opened for you, and you noticed that your value rate increased. In June, I've got some eyelash or something in my eye. I can feel it every time I try to skip back to the start of the sentence. And a bit of hair, my tongue apparently. Cool. June, you enjoyed success after success, which increased your self-confidence and made you dare to dream of yourself in a new position at work. It could have been a promotion or changing into a different activity domain. money wasn't the issue, but you didn't exaggerate with spending in the second half of the month if you didn't want to go into the next month with debt. So hopefully you were frugal in June, because I didn't want you in debt. I really didn't. July, even your best friends would envy you during July, because everything was going perfectly for you. In love, you had all the reasons to be happy. You either found the partner you've been dreaming of for a long time, or your lover became the romantic, attentive person that you wanted. In August, it was probably wise to not be hasty making decisions, not even when you're certain of the result and you know all the problems that they are. It was also wise to consult with your superiors in case of professional decisions and with your loved ones for decisions related to your personal life. Otherwise, if you maintain the control, August was probably what? I'm going to read it word for word because it makes no sense after coming from what I've just read to you. Otherwise, if you maintain the control, August is going to be a month you will remember fondly. Do they mean the word otherwise? Because from what it was saying there, it's like, talk to the people that are going to be involved in a decision you make. If it's work people, for a work decision, or friends and family for personal social decisions. Like, that's what you should have done. Otherwise, it was going to be a good month. Like, why are we asking these people their opinions then? This site gives me some a good structure, but the writing, I feel like sometimes it was just slapped together through Google Translate. September. You might be able to rebuild your sort of love life, save your marriage, build a house, or buy it ready made, and finally be happy. Well, honestly, I'm hoping it was build a house or buy one, because the other ones indicate that, you know, you were in some hot water for a second there with your SO, and again, I don't want that for you. You probably also discovered a new hobby and your mood improved, maybe even your physical conditions. Wow. Is he shaming you right now? Maybe your physical conditions will be different if you choose to exercise. Is he calling you out and shaming you right now? We don't stand for that. No. But like, at the same time, exercise doesn't hurt every now and then. Right? You do you. At the end of the day, you do you. But exercise doesn't hurt. Does not hurt. October. At work, so this is this month, you are required to be brave and make your point of view known, even if it's different than your colleagues or superiors. Take decisions boldly and without thinking twice that you might be mistaken. Be yourself, and the stars promise you a month like in the fairy tales. And the reason I said that this is this month, for clarification of what I meant there, is not because I don't think you don't know that we're in October, right? I know, time's flying by. Thank you. Time has flown by this year because of just a plethora of things. But what I meant was, we're not looking here at lunar months. These are the actual calendar months for 2021. Next month, you'll probably get terribly angry when you're told at the last minute that you need to deliver something that was supposed to be ready in a week. And I get that. That's frustrating. When people just suddenly, oh, by the way, we upped the timetable without consulting you. I get it. You have every right to be angry. That's me personally. You have every right to be angry. I would be. However, next month you need to get used to it because those kinds of events will be quite frequent. But like, don't anticipate that. You know what I mean? Like, try and get your work projects done as quickly as you can, and as professionally as you can. But like, don't just assume that when they give you a date that you haven't prepared for like a week in advance, because the universe will do things to you where it'll be like, no, that date's not changing, and then you'll be sitting there waiting for it to get moved up, and before you know it, you've wasted a week where you could have been working on that, making it even better. Just saying, don't just start anticipating it. The days will seem very long next month, thanks to daylight savings. It's summertime. But yes, the days will seem very long, but the good news is that in December, you'll be more relaxed and be able to sort of focus on your partner and your personal life, which is great, because December is obviously Christmas time, and that's what we want to be focusing on in December. Speaking of, you'll have made up your mind to replace stress with fun in December, so you will live the most positive period from the past few months, both in your love life and in interaction with your friends and family. You'll become an informal leader in your circle of friends, and a person your partner can count on any time of the day. So you guys get the nice fairy tale happy ending, which is nice. In the description below, I'm not going to have this year's horoscope posted. We do actually have the 2022 horoscopes. So, Roosters below. I will be doing sort of the first sort of 12 days of February next year will be these videos sort of back to back as we just go through the thing and give everyone their year of the tiger, the Zodiacs next year. But you guys can get a little sneak peek. It'll be in the description down below, along with that link for the moon phases as well. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell as well if you want to be notified when I upload new videos. If you liked this one, please give it a big old thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated. And until next time, guys, keep your head screwed on.